All right, let's do this. Hey, what's going on, guys? Taylor. Today, I just kind of wanted to do an update video because I feel like I kind of owe it to you guys. If you didn't know, I started making YouTube videos again. And last week, I put out a video called Why I Love Persona, Why It's My Favorite Game of All Time. So if you haven't watched that, go check it out. But today's video, I wanna catch you up on what I've been doing. And before you click off, before you go anywhere, I have timestamps down in the description. So if there's only one aspect that you wanna learn about, then go down there. I've stamped it all out. So the first question that everybody's asking is, where have I been? What have I been doing? Why haven't I posted a video in a year and 8 months? I was sort of in a really bad place. In the summer, I got laid off from my job. I had a nice severance, but I was just kind of being lazy about it. It had been the longest job I had ever had. I was working at a game company. I was really building something. I was actually working on a Marvel game. It's not a big AAA game, don't get too excited. It was a mobile game, but it was still really fun to be working on a Marvel game. It was just really exciting, and it was sad to know that that was never gonna get out there. Later in that fall, I was dating somebody and we were talking about getting married, and then we just didn't. And I just was in a really bad place. I was just really depressed, honestly. That was probably the worst year of my life. Felt like I didn't have anything. I just felt like kind of worthless. The kind of other big reason why I haven't been posting videos is the majority of my free time has been building a digital marketing content creation business on the side. Me and a buddy, one day we were just talking and we're like, well, he loves interviewing people, he likes talking to people, he likes going out to fun places, and I'm like, I just like editing, I hate all that stuff. And so he's like, well, what if we each did just the parts that we like? And so we kind of started messing around. We made this a travel show called Anything Interesting. It was about the Bay Area and cool places that maybe you hadn't heard of before. We had a lot of fun. We made 6 episodes. Some of them we really loved, and we've still been making stuff for a lot of these guys. But then it evolved into something else. As we finished the season, we were working with the people at Strike, and they're like, you could probably make some money off of this. There are people out there that really need good content for social media. You could probably make some money if you talk to the right people. We kind of shifted gears a little bit, and we started talking to all these different people that may have needed good social media content. It turned into a business, but the problem with that, or I guess if you want to call it a problem, was that it took up all our free time. It was basically go to work all day, sit in traffic for half an hour, come home, do the business, sleep, do it again. That was our life. I just had no energy for one more thing like YouTube. That business, it just had so much momentum, and we were making money and it was going really well, and we just had to keep going and see where it could go. And eventually we were able to quit our jobs and do it full time. And basically since August, I have been doing it full time. But in that process, I also did a couple crazy things. Me and my buddy that started that business, we moved across the country. We were living in Silicon Valley in California, and we moved to Charleston, South Carolina, and then we went in on a house together. So moving across the country, starting a business, buying a house, I don't recommend doing all 3 of those at the same time. It's been extremely stressful, but extremely fun. That's kind of why I haven't been making videos. This business has just taken over our life for the last 2 years basically, which kind of leads me to my next point. What is the future of the channel? Is this a one-off video that I just did with Persona 4, or am I going to be doing a ton more in the future? And the answer is, I'm going to be doing a lot more. I am back with a vengeance. So now I have free time. Since we moved, since we've kind of got things running with the business, that is all I've been doing. I've been writing down video ideas, I've been writing scripts, I've been just thinking of ways I want to just bring value to you guys. I want it to be something that's worth watching. I want it to be something that, people that aren't into Japanese RPGs, that they can discover this content and get really excited about it and love JRPGs the way that we all do, because that is what I'm most passionate about with this channel, and I know a lot of people watching are as well. So here is kind of my general plan for the channel. I want to do at least one heavily scripted, heavily edited video like I did with the Persona 4 one. Now, this may be a thing where, let's say for example, I put out one in the beginning of December, but then the next one might not be till the end of January, just because there are certain big projects that I have planned for this channel, and they just might take longer, and so I'm gonna need that extra lead up time to get that finished. But in the meantime, something I know I can get to you guys every single week, and looking back, videos that got the most consistent amount of views, you guys seem to like them. was JRPG Journal. I'm gonna do something slightly different with those just because when I was making those videos, I tried to find games that I had like some super sentimental story that tied into it, or like that I had some really crazy memory with. Like, I'm kind of running out of those games, guys, if I'm being totally honest with you. There are some more that I think that will be coming, but ultimately what I want to do is I still want to have the personal anecdotes with the game, but I also want them to be more of like an impressions type thing. Because honestly, I'd love to review every JRPG that comes out, but the way I would love to do it is like the way Easy Allies does these super heavily edited, really professional reviews. I just don't have time for that. What I want to do is, in between those heavily scripted ones, give you a JRPG journal that is still personal anecdotes, review type, first impression type thing. So that way, at least in a timely manner, you can figure out like, okay, is this game worth my money? Is it good? Should I be picking it up? Should I be paying attention? Because there's a lot of channels out there. You know, there's a lot of big gaming channels and they just don't cover these small JRPGs. It's such a niche these days. But I feel like, you know, JRPGs are on the rise. We're in the middle of a renaissance and there's a ton of big ones coming out next year. You know, we have Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Kingdom Hearts 3, whatever the new Pokemon game, you know, turns out to be. I feel like there will be an appetite for these games. And there's so many smaller ones that people don't know about and they should. So I guess to kind of review, one heavily edited video per month, might not be every 4 weeks, it'll be once per month. And then in between, do JRPG journals. And then just the last thing I want to say is I hadn't done a video in so long. I just heard horror stories about YouTube and the algorithm and how videos aren't getting put in the sub boxes and they're not getting shared and like people are randomly losing subscribers and all this stuff. And I was just like really scared that I'd come back and like I'd lose half my subscribers. They just unsubscribe because they just don't care. Nobody would watch the video. And I'm just really happy to see the response to it. There's been almost universally been good comments, and it just makes me really happy. And I just want to thank you guys for that. Thank you for the support and sticking around and being patient. But I'm gonna try to reward your patience with a bunch of more, not only quantity of videos, but high quality stuff that I can be proud of and that you guys will be excited to watch. All right, I think I've been going on long enough. That's it, that's the update. Stay subscribed, more is coming real soon. In fact, I'm gonna put this out Monday. Thursday is the first new look at JRPG Journal. And then if you haven't already, I would go check out my Persona 4 video. And then tomorrow, if all goes to plan, another episode of the podcast that comes out every Tuesday. So thanks for sticking around, guys. You're awesome, I love you. See you on the next video.